Welcome back to the WL Costa Properties YouTube channel. Today we're joined by our wonderful clients, Lynette and Damien, to talk about their experience buying their dream property here on the Costa del Sol. Now, this is an interesting story because Lynette and Damien had a very specific area that they wanted in Benalmádena, actually a very specific street. So when their perfect property came on the market, would you believe they purchased it without even stepping inside? What an inspiring story, and we're going to jump right into it today. Guys, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
How are you both doing?
Very well.
Thank you. So you've come back over this time and you're now having a proper experience in your new property. How has it been?
No, it's really nice, isn't it? We love it.
Yeah. Do you know what? We've both actually said that it feels very, very normal to be in there, as if it's always been ours.
Yeah,
but I just think that the realisation that it's actually ours is going to be the one that's going to take
It's amazing.
So it feels instantly like home. Yeah, which is really nice. It's, it's really nice.
And that's a beautiful feeling, like, because you don't achieve that with every proproperty.
No, that's it.
Where it just feels like that. It's gorgeous. I'm so thrilled for you both. But your story is an amazing one, and that's why I wanted you to join us today for this chat, so that we can tell the world about your story and hopefully others watching can get some inspiration about the journey that you've been on over the last 12 months. So shall we take a trip down memory lane?
Oh, yes.
Let's go. Okay, so tell us a little bit about where this dream began. Let's unpack it a little bit.
I feel like it's evolved over time. So we came over here in 2008 for Damien's birthday in December. First time we had been in the area. First time this would have been out of the UK.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because my family always used to go to Cornwall every year. Yeah. And then when I was a bit older, I used to go away with friends. Same Cornwall, Devon, same place. Because it's easy, isn't it? You know, you just ring them up. In the old days, just ring them up and book it, and then straight down there. But yeah, when you said, "Oh, my dad's got a timeshare over there," I thought,
very exotic.
Yeah. He said, "Come on, come over with us."
So that was 6 months into our relationship.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And then we decided to come back again the following year.
Yeah.
And then we did what everybody does. They come over once, they come over twice, then the following year they come over 3 times. Each time we just discovered a little bit more about Benalmadena and fell in love with it a little bit more.
Love that.
And then we'd sit there having a few drinks and think, oh, wouldn't it be lovely to live over here one
That's
day?
what you think of first. I'd love to live here. But every year it's like, we're going to go twice or 3 times, 4 times. Next year it'll be 5 times, because we won't be going to Devon in August, your birthday. It'll be here. But it's going to be the hot one. So, and we're not particularly brilliant with the heat anyway, but you don't get enough time to climatise.
No, you're completely right.
But that'd be nice. It'd be really nice, as long as the air conditioning's working in the apartment. Still need to test that, but hopefully it will. Yeah.
Brilliant. So long-standing journey since 2008.
Yeah, it's definitely grown over time.
And then when did this magic moment happen where you kind of just said to yourself, right, that's it. We're going to buy our own place in Benalmadena?
I think it was the beginning of last year. We were thinking, maybe we should start looking into places, because it got to that point. And then the guy that we were renting from said, we're going to do the long-term lease. We thought, well, maybe now's the time.
Okay.
And she said, I've been watching your podcast, everything. And I said, we're popping, have a chat. And as you know, it just evolved so quickly.
Yeah.
Because you had a place coming up in the right place.
Yeah.
And we said, top floor. Everyone wants the top floor. Well, not everyone, but we did anyway, because the view up there, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just at the right time.
Yeah.
We had to push a little bit to get it, but it's like it just definitely felt like the right time, didn't it?
Yeah.
All the pieces of the puzzle. It really felt like that, I guess, from my perspective as well, supporting you over the last number of months to find your property. It really felt like all of the pieces of the jigsaw just...
It felt like it meant to be, didn't it?
Really did, didn't it?
It felt like it was happening quicker than we thought it would.
Okay.
So I think we'd always felt like we were going to buy a property over here.
Yeah.
But we always felt like it would be 2, 3, 4, 5 years in the future.
Okay.
But then when we got the news that the apartment we were renting wasn't going to be available, we were a bit like, is that the push
that you need
to buy? And I'm a little bit of a control freak.
Okay.
So I was very much like, if we're going to do this, I need to research.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything until I know what I need to do.
Amazing.
And then
Amazing. You mentioned that, you guys had been watching our stuff for a while before you got in touch, and you'd been doing your research and kind of really studying and doing your homework. What made you reach out to us? What made you get in touch?
Do you know, the first thing I did was obviously Googled like mad what people do. And then I asked on Facebook, of course, that's what people do. And WL Costa Properties came up time after time after time. And I think recommendation, you have to go on. If there's multiple people telling you that these are really good people to go with, you've got to trust that what people are saying is right. So I started following you. I obviously, looked at other people and saw what they were doing.
Of course.
But there was something about you guys that was more friendly, more informative.
A bit more personal, isn't it?
A bit more personal, yeah.
And it comes across in the podcast and everything.
Okay, good.
And for me, it was the different ways that you could find the information.
Okay.
It wasn't just that you could call you up and, talk about things. You kind of do a bit of background research, which I really liked.
Okay,
So
I
you
love
can
that.
listen to
Thank
the
you for that.
podcast, yeah.
Because that's what we try to do. But obviously, we don't always, we try because we think that we know what you guys need. But when you tell us, that when you're going through a research stage and you can find the podcast or you can go onto YouTube or you can download some of our resources online and they help you, like that makes me really happy because that's what we want to do. We want to help your research so that you feel like you have the answers, sometimes even before you meet us. That's really, really important for us. So I've told lots of people about your story because it's actually a really inspiring one because you actually bought your property without stepping inside.
Yes.
Can you believe that? They bought their property. Like, we're not talking about a pair of shoes on the internet here. We're talking about one of the highest ticket transactions that you'll ever make in your life. You actually bought your property without seeing it. Tell us about this.
There are two reasons why we did that. One of them was because we've been coming here for so long. We have stayed in numerous apartments in the building that we bought in. We knew the building, we knew the apartment, and we knew exactly what it was going to be like buying an apartment in that building. The second reason we did that is because of you guys, because we had built that trust up over the 6-month period. We'd gotten to know you both through the podcast and the YouTube and all the communications we were having.
Yeah.
And, it's having that trust in your estate agent that means that you feel confident to make that decision.
100%. And, from when I met you guys, I felt that we got a really good picture of what you needed and what you wanted. And that you were so specific with what you wanted. And that's amazing. Like, that makes our life so much easier because when we knew what was coming further down the line, I knew that that was the perfect property for you both. And, we had to push fast from your side as well, probably faster than you wanted to because, you wanted high rise up. You were very specific about the building that you guys wanted. But wow, now that you have it, I saw those views before you did.
I know.
I was like, I can't wait.
It's really high though. It's really high. You don't realise.
But those sunrise and sunsets,
They're amazing.
Yeah,
I know they get some really
amazing.
nice ones because our other apartment was overlooking the other way.
Yeah.
So they get some really nice ones over the sort of top of Africa and everything. And that's we love them. But the morning ones are a bit special, aren't
They're
they?
special.
Really special.
But thank you for trusting me because that was huge. And thank you for allowing me to, be part of your journey. But I bet you now when you're in your apartment and you wake up and you're having your coffee, like, how does it feel just to look out at that sunrise?
We're like a lot of people as well. We obviously love the sunrise, the sea, and the planes coming in.
Something I want to just touch on a little bit. So, we talked about how quickly things moved once that apartment came up. What supported you to move so quickly? So, what enabled that to happen?
I don't think we wanted to let that go, did we? It was but then they didn't want to pay too much either.
Yeah.
So it was tricky, but it's like, we've been watching this other building from Jupiter, and then I just think you just can't let that go. You can't let it go. But there was a possibility that someone would have stepped in, and we could have lost that, but we really didn't want to. That was the one we'd pinned it on. Yeah,
was
the view, the
instinctive,
height.
felt
Yes.
Yeah. And I think also what enabled us to move quickly was having all the answers before the property came up. So even like you introducing us to those solicitors, we were able to, you know, meet them and get the information we needed before that property came on the market. So when it did,
You're ready.
you know, although it felt very quick and was probably a little bit sooner than we thought we would buy, we were ready.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and I think that's really important. Like, that's also how we like to work with you guys. So I think how we worked together is exactly how we love to work with people. So you reach out, we have our chat, we find out your plans, then we introduce you to our network so that you're ready and you're comfortable. But all of these things are happening months before you even, you know, sign for your property, because you need to have confidence with the people that you're going to work with as well and build up that trust over time. And then when all of those pieces start to fall into place, then we find the property and then the magic happens. And I think that was the sequence with you guys, really. You know, everything it just fitted, it just worked.
It did.
But you could move straight in because they'd been very good with keeping the tiles clean. You know, they looked like they'd had it all done, everything had its place. It wasn't cluttered.
No.
And the fact that they were happy just to leave everything there, because that's what happened back in the UK for us. And then you can just slowly replace stuff if you want to, but it's fine.
Of course,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful apartment, you know,
Really
key ready,
nice.
turn the key, live in it, which is, you know, what you're able to do right now. Come and enjoy your vacation in your beautiful property here in Benalmadena. It's amazing.
We love it. We really do. Yeah, it's such a nice
Incredible.
space. It's so light and airy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just this August one then. Yeah, because I said we've never been here in August, and we're gonna be interesting.
We're going to embrace it though.
So what was it like getting the keys and walking into your apartment for the first time? Now, let's remind everybody, you hadn't even seen it before this point. You got your keys without seeing it. You opened the door, you walked in. Tell us a little bit about that moment.
Well, there was relief.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It was magical. But there was also straight away the element of it felt natural.
It felt like we'd been there before. Something very strange, but very right. It just
felt like we had lived this dream for so long.
Yeah.
That
But we'd
it
watched
was
that
just
video
right.
so many times as well.
Yeah.
And like, because we're pausing it and having a look. Oh, is that?
Yeah.
That's the one thing. Is it granite worktops in the kitchen? And we thought, we're not quite sure. We're not quite sure. And we were hoping, fingers crossed. Yep, it's granite worktops. Thank you very much. We're in here. Very nice.
And that was the really helpful thing, that you were able to, you know, do a very quick video for us before it even went on the market. So, you know, you kind of get that introduction to it before anyone else has even seen it, which is lovely.
Yeah. No, it was brilliant. It was really good. But I think you guys, you know, you made my life easy in that sense because you knew what you wanted and you trusted me. So you allowed me to do my job, you know, and I think we built that trust quite quickly in terms of you knew that I wasn't going to let you down. It was my job to make your dream property happen. You were so specific about what you wanted, which was incredible. But, you know, I wanted to deliver for you both to ensure that when you opened the door of that apartment, that magic happened. So I'm so thrilled, you know, that...
Oh, we love it. It's really nice.
definitely.
Yeah.
Oh,
It feels instantly at home. It's,
Every morning, coffee on the balcony, watching the sun come up.
Yeah, so
amazing.
nice.
So for people watching at home that have the dream that you both had, but they feel like, oh God, 5 years, 6 years further down the line, you know, I'll wait to reach out, I'll wait to start doing my research. What advice would you give them?
First question I would ask is, why are they waiting? Because the only reason we waited is because we didn't yet have the money. But you then look back at, if we would have put the money in 2 years ago that we did have, we would have probably been able to buy the same property because the prices are going up so much.
Yeah.
So my advice would be a question.
Yeah. I love that question, by the way.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Exactly. Why are you waiting? It's, you know, get your research done because the research you do will give you the confidence to come and buy.
Yeah. And from your perspective, like both of you that have gone through the process with us, often I hear from people and they'll say, oh, you know, I'm following your content, I'm listening to your podcast, but I don't want to reach out because I'm not ready yet. What would you say to somebody if you heard them saying that to me?
I did exactly the same.
Did you?
I did.
Okay.
So we came and spoke to you in the June.
Yes.
And it was in the February that Warner actually reached out to me and said, look, let's book a call. Let's have a chat. And I just felt like I wasn't ready.
Okay.
So I didn't want to waste your time.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
But then looking back, I think if we had that call, I could have got the research element done in weeks, rather than months.
So do you wish that you'd potentially reached out earlier?
I think it would have been more beneficial, yes.
Okay.
Because it meant that I then had to work harder to get the research on my own.
Okay.
Whereas if we would have come to you guys straight away, you would have given us all that information, which you did when we saw you in June.
Okay, really good.
But we've got the advantage, because as I say, we've been coming here 17 years, almost to this month, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's always my birthday. Yeah. And you like the area, and you say to people, oh, where are you going? Oh, we're going to the same place again. Oh, right. What, you're going there again? Yeah. Oh, you're going there 2-3 times a year. And yeah, we love it. And we just fell in love, and you get to know everyone in the bars, and you start to sort of build up sort of relationships. And
yes, we had a bit of an advantage.
Yeah.
We knew the area.
Yeah.
But obviously, we know the area is holidaying, not buying a property.
That's
it. And it's home away from home, you know what I mean? And people like what they like, and when you kind of have that connection with somewhere like Benalmadena, why not? But I think that says a great thing about the town as well, that when people come on holidays, like you guys did back in 2008, you just fall in love with it because it's a really welcoming community.
It's got everything, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You've got the sea, the coast, the park.
I think what we love about it is the different areas you've got within Benalmadena. You've got the marina, which is beautiful. You can walk all the way along the Paso.
Yeah.
Then you've got the park.
That's right.
Which is, we love the park.
Oh, we love
one
it.
of the big
It's really
draws
nice.
for us. The park is beautiful. You've then got the town of Royal Delamere, and then you can go into the Pablo.
Yeah. Absolutely, it has something for everybody.
Yeah,
and your new home is walking distance to that park.
Exactly. And you've got the train station, so you can get a train and go up and down the coast.
That's it. And I think people underestimate that, because if you buy a property further down the coast, you don't have that advantage of the train, of being able to get to the airport, not hire a car, get on that train and be in your apartment in 10 minutes. That's a huge draw.
Yeah, for us it was very much.
Yeah, I don't think we really thought we'd better get anywhere right in the heart, because some of these places, they're too low down, or you don't get the view. Yeah. But to get all that, it's just
we've been talking about it for a long time, and we didn't think that was the dream. That was the ultimate dream. Yeah. But we thought that dream would come in 5-10 years time.
But you've made it happen.
And we've got it now.
I'm so thrilled for you both. Like, I actually am emotional for you both. I could cry because I'm really happy. Like, you are good people. You trusted us so much. You worked really well with us, and you deserve it. So I just wish you so much happiness in your beautiful home in the sun.
Thank you.
Do you have any final words of advice that you'd like to share with anyone watching that is looking at you both, finding you both super inspiring, and feels like, I want what they have someday?
So we had the advantage of coming here so many years, so it was a little bit easier, wasn't it? It was just getting the right place, and we're always coming here. But there'd be people that want to move to Spain but not sure what areas to go for. Yeah. So it's slightly difficult giving people advice, but we came here, we loved it. Yeah, we come here once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times a year. Let's get a place, and it works.
But my advice would be, do your research, get a good estate agent behind you, because you were a godsend.
Thank you.
You were, I think I said this to you once in a WhatsApp, my property buying guru. Because there's so many little things that you don't think about. Yeah. Like the reservation deposit that we had to pay. And I suddenly went, oh, the exchange rate I'm going to get through my bank is really bad. Yeah. How else can I get the money over there? I'm straight to you. And, through the whole buying process, you were there answering every question, whether I felt it was a silly question or tedious. You were there.
Thank you. But no question is a silly question, because this is new territory for you. And every question that you were ever going to possibly ask me, I promise you I'd heard it all before. Yeah. So, you should never feel embarrassed. Even moving forward as you're settling in, and you'll probably come across different things, I'm always on the other end of the phone. Yeah. You ask me, that's what we're here for. We're here to support. Because we don't just end our relationship when the keys are handed over. You're here in the community, we will stay in touch, and if you have questions, we're here to support, and that's important to us too.
Yeah, which you did. Even after we bought the property and got the keys, I was still asking you questions. So
Amazing.
And every time we come in, we get alcohol. So
I know the way to your heart,
we're
Damien.
back in tomorrow. Back tomorrow morning. See you tomorrow morning.
Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you, guys. So if Damien and Lynette's story has inspired you, please press like and subscribe to this video because it enables me to bring you more. Thank you for listening, and ciao for now.